Welcome everybody. I have here.
Hey guys, ladies and gents.
I have here Bala. We worked together from years ago. Let's say that.
Quite some years ago.
We got together after a so interesting project where Bala launched a software for Agile teams for the
How to measure progress and what metrics are useful and how to present those metrics, and that's how we met. So we produce the metrics, but how it's presented, well, that's a design job.
Yeah, so that was our first job together, and after that we realized that
huge success.
Design
success.
In the design part, we've got an announcement of the sites of the month from Elementor, but also there I measure my success when I can see that how the users are using it and how you can use that in the business perspective. And after that, we starting discuss about different agile models that you are using with your clients, and we started making infographics out of that.
Oh indeed. On our main website, balagile.com, there's a section for infographics, and those are, well, most of them are your handiwork. Yeah, exactly. Those are just one-pager items that help the experts in the field, not to get lost and giving them templates. Actually, tons of clients are using those templates that we have created or you have created.
Yeah, for me it was also so impressive how we can make an infographic or some cute illustrations out of this business concepts. And during the process, I started understanding the deepnesses of these frameworks. How you came up with this idea to let's create this infographics, or how it started to forming for something?
All right. Well, necessity is the mother of all inventions. So it was necessary that I always needed something that, hey, here's one idea, one item, one subject that one of my clients or a situation needed for clarity. And I always had to redraw and look here, I'm going to draw it to you. Look here, I'm going to explain it to you. And I got fed up with that. So I said, okay, what if I would have something that I just take it off the shelf and look, this is what I'm talking about. And that's how the first one-pagers came to life. And actually, even today, I'm teaching from these items. So in the beginning, I was using these one-pagers as a help in the field when we are doing agile or lean transformation with teams or with organizations. But lately, I started using them also while I'm teaching.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I started 2 schools, one for Scrum Masters and one for product owners. It was very hard for me to work with people in the field with very diverse level of knowledge and expertise. So I needed something that is stable, something that I can trust, and something that I know I can utilize.
Yeah.
And that's why I started the 2 schools. But also these schools, they were also a source and inspiration for these one-pagers, because hey, this is an item it's hard for us to explain in a webinar. Let's build a one-pager for that. Hey, this is an idea. It's hard for us to comprehend, or people are asking after the school, hey, could you explain that again? It got too much. So I said, hey, okay, here's a bunch of one-pagers, some infographics. You can always use them. Here are the templates. And every now and then, approximately 2 or 3 months, we are creating a new one.
Yeah.
But it's always a pain to start with a designer from scratch. So with you guys, it was really easy because after a while you understood how we think, you understood the basics of what we stand for and what we teach. And of course, we were having a lot of discussions like last week, and we are taking inspiration from each other's stories and expertise. Like scribbling, what do you say? Yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
for me. So and this this match that we have between Bala Agile and Scale Agile, Scale Agency, is making it very easy to work with you guys as designers.
You said that it was so easy to work with us, but also I think that you also have clients who are easy to work with and somebody who's not easy to. What defines a good product owner, a good team member in these agile times nowadays?
Let's focus on the design element and how you and I could work together, because that's a very good example, and you can generalize from that. So a good product owner or a good Scrum Master is always someone who is open to learn. That's absolutely the basic. Now, you guys, like sponge, new knowledge, suck it up immediately. And it's not only the idea of being open to new things, but also the drive and the urge to implement what you learn, and to try to make use of what you meet, new things with, and how you can utilize anything that that comes through your door. And that's a very important quality in attitude. And that's why we could understand each other really well after a really short time, and what we could produce together as a designer and someone who brings the idea or the business to the table. It just, after a really short while, started to fit and match together and create something that was always surprisingly good for you, and it was surprisingly good for me, and of course it was surprisingly good for our clients. So this quality that that you bring to the table as a scale agency is what defines or constitutes a good product owner or Scrum Master. Now, the difference between the two roles is relatively easy. Scrum Masters are responsible for the team members, processes, transparency. Product owners are responsible for the product or services and how they perform in the market. And basically, a good product owner is like, okay, like you, Milan, that you want to understand what the business owner, in this case me, want. What is the revenue? What is the business value that I want to achieve? And I remember that you won't let me go unless I clearly answer your challenging questions. And the good product owner doesn't let his client, in this case you didn't let me, to walk away with semi-defined ideals.
Yeah.
And basically, a good product owner in this case becomes sort of a consultant.
Yeah.
Towards the business owner. And once the product owner thinks that, okay, now the information is enough, from here I can take on, I get back to you within a day or two, and I will show you my plans and what I understood from this interview or this session that we had. And then you as a product owner, or when you played the product owner role, in this case, you were always open to change and find new directions based on what you have produced. So it's really important that with you, I've never had this this uncomfortable feeling that the product owner is trying to defend his product or his ideas. Look, Bala, I brought you this. I don't really like it like that. Yeah, but it's gonna be good like that.
Yeah.
No, you were always open as a good product owner. You were always open to how to tune and adjust the final product based on the inspirations and the ideas that necessarily only come when I see something semi-done.
Yeah.
And that's that takes patience from your part as a product owner. That takes good communication skills, because you have to manage me and facilitate me as a business owner. And even though I teach this to my clients, being in the role as a business owner, facing a product owner, when my money is on is on the table, it's changing you. It's changing your mindset. And it was for me, it was also very interesting and very teaching experience, because this time I was consulted by a product owner, and not I was the consulting product owner towards someone else.
And that a whole thing that you said, you mentioned different skill sets, and some of them from the outside can say that you can't learn it, you just can born with it. But also you have the product owner school, where you are teaching the newbies how to become a great product owner. It is something that anybody can learn, or you need some different soft skills that's the base where you can...
Okay, that's a very good question. So in the product owner school, we are teaching a very wide range of basic items and elements that you need in order to build your own product owner style. So every person is, of course, wired differently. And everybody has their own style, strong suits, and focuses. The question is always, what did I learn as a product owner that I can match and fit and use with my personality to build up a product owner style that is compatible with my own being? And whether I find a client that needs such styled product owner. So there is no one product owner fits all. There are product owners who, of course, everybody builds into this product ownership what he brings. So basically, I'm a very analytical style of a product owner. I love mathematics and I love economics. And I love the language of the business and graphs and functions and this kind of stuff. And of course, because of this, I match best with those clients who are very economic focused, and they look everything through an economic view, and that's where I fit the most. You, for example, you come from the world of art, so you're much more fluent, you're much more malleable in a good way, and you really fit well for products or services when you have to create something that is visually compelling. But I would bore you to death if I would start crunching numbers with you. And it doesn't mean that you would be or I would be a better product owner. It's always a question of whom do we fit with as a product owner with my style. Now the same is true for Scrum Masters.
And then the style differences and all these deepnesses and all the tools that you give to these product owners. Then if I'm the business owner who's searching for a Scrum Master, a product owner, somewhere I just in zero level of let's start something with Agile because I heard you talking here.
It's good.
Yeah. So after that, what's the first steps that I can take as a business owner to step into the world of Agile?
Okay. I myself love talking to business owners and teach them what they need to know, how to utilize the methodology and how to utilize those roles that come with the methodology and how to fit that into the business and into the business processes and into the business's products and services strategies, because that's what is really important for a business owner. And then he can find the proper Scrum Master, the proper product owner, and of course build those delivery teams that can bring his dreams to reality and put it to the test of the market.
You more likely would say that let's find a good product owner, a good Scrum Master, somebody who's already know the world of Agile, or can I go somewhere to learn these skill sets, or I need to learn some basics if I want to?
In this respect, I really operate the same as you. So every time when you created something for me, we started from scratch. What's it gonna be good for? Who's going to use it for what? What is the message? What is the style? These were the basic questions that we started with, and of course with every infographics or every service that you designed for us, these answers were different. So it's the same with the business. What is the product? What do you have a strategy with the product? And if you have, please share it with me. What are your goals? What do you consider as revenue? What is the business value that this product or service will deliver? I have to understand the context, the same what you do. And once I understand the context, then I can suggest that, look, for this assignment, this kind of product owner or this kind of or this style of Scrum Master or product owner will be the best for you. Yeah, and sometimes I'm wrong. But there are ways of how to tune and adjust, just the way that you did. Bala, this is what you were thinking about? No, not really. Let's change this and that. All right, let's go back to this drawing board. It's the same. The process, if you take a look at it from a helicopter view, what you do and what we do is exactly the same. Maybe the subject is different. So then we find the proper style of person or people that fit with your business, that fit with your product or service, and the rest is just work.
Yeah. So then you would like to say that as it's as same as hiring a graphic design team. That's
no, it's the same as working together with a graphic design team. Yeah. But if you're hiring them, of course, well, then you hire them.
Yeah. And
for the job, yeah.
And yeah, the another interesting thing is that you're managing kind of big portfolio, let's say that, because you have these two schools. Also, you have your own products. Also, you designed your SaaS. Also, you working with clients. And maybe there's some that I just didn't mention. How you able to manage these many things? Because it's usually this entrepreneur side that everybody is juggling with 10 things in the same time. how you can manage these much business lags.
Okay,
that
first of all, I work a lot, but I don't feel it as a burden. So what I do is inspiring me, and it's like always always something new comes up, even if I do something repetitive. So that's one thing. But I try not to micromanage everything. So for my services, I have my own inner product owners. Like Livia, for example, is the product owner of a Scrum Master School. Adam is the product owner of the testing academy and the testing services, test automation academy, test automation services. I'm the product owner of the product owner school because that's just something that I love doing. So that's I keep myself busy because it's sort of a hobby for me. So, and what I really do is I don't manage the products necessarily themselves or the services. I manage the portfolio. And of course, in order to achieve that, I need to find the best people who can, as an owner, as a product owner. Richie, for example, is managing lean transformation services. I have to find these people who can, with an ownership mindset, can manage my product in my portfolio. And I manage the portfolio. That's something that is that you can learn. There are books, there are videos, and of course, lots of trial and error. But very important that I have an amazing administrator in the business. So she's really extreme precise. She doesn't let me go if I don't. Voilà, you didn't answer. Hello. So she's bringing a very strict structure into how we work. Actually, she's playing a very good Scrum Master behind our portfolio. Processes, people, transparency, efficiency, and that's what she does. Before I had her in the group or in the team, I was working 14 hours. So that was insane. Like that wasn't healthy already. Since we have her, it's 6. Plus what I
playing
play with, of course. So I have more time to explore new services, new possibilities. And of course, it also means that not everything is a success.
Yeah.
You have to learn to let go services or products that you love, but it's not really working. Well, maybe later you remember in somewhere in the back of your head, oh, we had that, let's refit that because now there's a better time or a different environment that maybe it can bring it to life. And then I, of course, discuss it with my product owners, like how are we going to get enough time, energy, and focus on the new stuff. And if they can't help me and the administrator can't help me, then I have to swallow it because it would be only just struggle. And you have to grow up to a certain level. Or when you grow up to a certain level, you have to realize that, okay, you have to rely on people. Now, the next issue is always, okay, I like that product. I'd like to see that successful. So I have to look for someone who can make it successful. And of course, the Scrum Master school or the Product Owner school helps me find these people because I teach them. So I'm teaching, let's say, someone in the summer course. It's like, hey guys, by the way, I have a service here. Who wants to be the owner of this, the product owner of this service? And I always find someone who is ambitious, hungry for new knowledge and new experience, and is ready to take it on.
Awesome. Then the another thing that I started thinking about is that many business owners say that focus on one thing, do just one thing at one time, but you are starting new products. It's just a mindset change that you can do a lot of one things next to each other because you already find and train these people who can after that help to you, and then to make the second and the third and the fourth business is the same as the first, just you have separated portfolio with different.
Exactly. So the product owners that I employ in my products, they innovate within the product.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, hey, Balaj, I have an idea. What do you think about that? Do you want to finance it? We plan. Okay, but he's focusing or she's focusing on that product specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives me enough time and lever and possibility to build the next one. And to think about the next one, because I don't, as I said, I don't have to manage or micromanage the products themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And my one thing is what's going to be the next one thing.
Yeah.
And once I find that, now I have already a process. I'm building a new service. I have the value proposition. I know what's going to be about. I now look for the person from my pupils who would like to manage that one product, and I don't go to the next one, or I don't go live with that product unless I find someone who is who I can trust and who is willing to manage that product.
Mm-hmm. Then it's also makes a kind of in-house team with full of innovators. And, you can mention any idea that, for example, just one product with one product owner came the idea, you tested it out, and this small pieces worked really well, and you can transform it from one product to another one and another one and another one. Something like when you work on one thing, then you can transfer it to all of your portfolio.
For example, we have a problem that we want to teach so much more than people can chew. You can't fit everything into a program. But one of my guys who was at that time only employed as an advisor with clients, and also he was teaching in the schools. He said, "Look, there is something that smells like a product here because these ideas could be taught as separate little items, and people would be happy to listen to these ideas and to learn about these well-defined subjects. And let's organize that into some kind of teachable product series, like micro programs." I said, okay, I said, well, fine by me. You're going to be the product owner of this product. You know that. What does it mean? Okay, now I will finance your school as or your teaching as a product owner. So he came into one of the product owner courses. He learned it. He realized what it means. And then we discussed how we are going to finance this product ownership and the product. And he's building the product now as a product owner. And I'm the business owner, and he comes to me like, this is my idea, these are my intentions. And of course, he consults with me as a business owner, but I'm not really developing that product. I'm just driving the process, how the product is being developed. And I can take a look at this now. This product is being built as we're talking about it, and see how it fits into the greater picture. And I don't have to go to the depths of those items.
And then you said that ownership multiple times when we talked about the product owners, and usually it can came to their mind that what if I do it alone without Bala and without the team? Then what's the thing that connects them to you that, okay, I'm an entrepreneur mindseted guy. I want to work on that product, but I want a bigger piece of cake from the whole one, or how you deal with that situations that you, if I understand it well, you need to find somebody who's entrepreneurially or ownership mindseted enough to be a product owner, but not too much, because then they go in their own and do their own thing. How you can balance this?
I actually, when I create something, I protect that.
Yeah.
Because that's something I put my mind and time and energy into that. But when we create something, or a product owner or an entrepreneur comes to me, and now that's different partnership.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's it's kind of a business partnership. He builds a product, which product, of course, the product belongs to Agile, of course.
Yeah.
But he can ride away with it and start his own. But as part of a portfolio, every product is much stronger. And of course, there is attraction behind Agile and lots of other values behind Agile. So yes, if somebody doesn't want to play ethically, he can take away what belongs to Agile and try to start building something from that, which is troublesome. Or we can collaborate and build something so much bigger, because it's a partnership. Nevertheless, the ownership is Agile.
Yeah.
The partnership is with the person who is building it with us. He's building it from because he depends on the whole team in order to create something. And then the resources, the brand, the name, the market, the people, the system, the help. So it's, And look, personally, I unless somebody does not steal what I build,
what you created,
I actually encourage them to become their own entrepreneurs and build your own business and start your own stuff and be our strategic partner in the field. And last year was the first time when in the alumni, in the Facebook we have a closed group where all our students are. Scrum Masters, product owners, and test automators, test automation experts. And at the end of last year was my first experience when somebody was searching for people for his or her project amongst the alumni. And I was really fucking happy about that. Like, hey guys, I have a project here. I need a Scrum Master. I need 2 product owners and then a business analyst. Who would come? And this is why I built the alumni. And of course, everybody is there. Everybody knows us. Everybody remembers us. And of course, we are there to help them to get to the next level and to fly and like.
So then when
it's good.
Yeah, when the tide comes, then all the ships can rise. And
Yeah, exactly.
when you have the community and you have, as I understand it well, when you have really great and a lot partnerships,
Yeah.
when you have a lot of products, you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of frameworks, infographics, everything,
that's
then
good
you
for
can
us.
spread your wings
Exactly.
for the future by
Exactly.
your perspective.
Exactly, and it's also good for us as a business.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, Livia, who is the product owner of the Scrum Master School, was invited to an Agile sort of a conference here in Budapest. And she went there, and she was like, "Oh, so proud!" Because everybody on the stage was either somebody who we taught years ago and worked together with them years ago, or companies that are employing the people that we have taught years ago. And Lydia was like, "Oh, my dear pupils." And she was like so proud. and all those people. And this is where the years and years that you put into the business pays back its dividend, because then you see that, all right, it was not just a bullshit fluff that you build a community. It became something bigger than you.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing to see.
Yeah, so great that I can hear that you are spreading your wings and do your own products. Your people are everywhere who you worked with, and also you teach them before. So basically, if you have any great idea, a great product, a great company, or want to collaborate or anything, you have a connection for everybody. So I will leave in the section below every product that Bala have, also the schools and the references, so you can learn from the infographics that we created together, and also you can use the SaaS, the products and everything that he created, and
blogs, videos, tips, and just call me. I will pick up the phone.
Cool. So. Yeah, thanks, Bala, for being here.
Thank you very much. And see you guys. Take care.
Bye.